Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy BabyFNelson back from a long hiatus from you guys. So glad to be back on the glorious YouTube. Got some new fire for you guys today. So we're checking out New World. I know you guys have heard of it. It's a new MMO that's coming out that is just been amazing to play. Played it through the alpha, playing it in the beta right now, having such a great time playing this game. And I wanted to bring a couple of tips to you guys. So if you guys are interested in getting New World and want some beginner tips, then this video's for you. Let's go ahead and dive right in and let's do it, baby. All right, guys. So New World, you show up, they drop you off on the dang shore, and and you're like, what do I do here? What is this? What's going on, right? Well, I can tell you right now, New World plays just like most of your MMOs that you've played around. You're going to have your leveling, you're going to have your skills, your crafting, but there's so many awesome twists in this game of how they do it that makes this game so incredibly unique in how it is set up. So I absolutely love it. So we're going to be going through my top list of my top 5 tips for you guys on things to focus on when you are a new player in New World. But before we get into that, if you are wondering what this game is about exactly, or you're kind of on the fence of giving it a try, just think of it like it's, you know, old school medieval 1776 type of vibes meets World of Warcraft with on crack. With the amount of customization and over-the-top things that you can accomplish in this game, that's so much fun. So there is a lot of nuances in this game that are so particular to different crafting and the way you level, the way you do all sorts of stuff that just makes this game a ton of fun. So let's dive right into my top 5 tips for you guys, the things to worry about when you are fresh off the boat. And we're going to start with number 1. Number 1's a really big one. People kind of skim across this just because it's a little tedious. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but it's a must, in my opinion, for you to knock out and do. And the first one is leveling. Leveling your mining, harvesting, logging, and skinning as well. So what that basically is like your trade skills. So over here, you have underneath the gathering, you have your logging, which mine is at 52, mining's at 62, harvesting's at 54, tracking and skinning's at 50. Of course, fishing's at 6. I need to get that up, I know. But these 4 right here are going to be absolutely crucial at the beginning of the game. And what I mean by that is they give you great XP when you're starting out. It lets you also learn the lay of the land, and it gives you access to materials that you don't have to source from the auction house. That's a big one. You do not want to play this game being dependent on the auction house. You will run into sharks like myself that will knock your head off on price, because we are out here to make this money. All right, so do not be dependent on the auction house unless you want to be goldless for a while until you get the ropes. All right, you want to start out strong, being able to mine what you need to make what you need, and then also when you're able to do that, you then also be able then to take advantage of the auction house like we are, and actually put more things on the auction house than having to worry about buying them. So you definitely want to do that. I would recommend getting all those up to at least 25 for your first like 1 through 10 levels. Make sure you have it. I would tell you, don't even leave the main area until you have all 4 of those to at least 25 if possible. And then the big target number then thereafter would be getting to 50 as soon as possible. So once you have those at 50, right now I have not met anything that I can't harvest or mine right now, and I'm almost level 20. So 50 is that magic number that you want to get to make that leveling, this initial chunk of leveling possible before you start to dive into your dungeons and stuff like that and other runs with your group mates. Now, moving on to tip number 2. Tip number 2, join if you're going to want to play with your buddies and friends, I'm sure you want to play with your buddies. I'm sure you want to play with your friends, and you're going to want to find and start running with people as soon as possible. But pump your brakes real quick. Make sure that all of your friends and people that you guys talk to, make sure you're one, on the same server, big one. Two, you also want to make sure you join the same faction. You cannot join an actual guild or company. In this game, they're called companies. You cannot join the same company as your friends if they belong to a different faction. You can't have Covenant people in an actual. You can't have Marauder people in a Covenant faction. Factions company, vice versa. So there's no mixing of the actual factions, guys. So make sure you have a powwow with the boys and the ladies and ask, hey, what we about? Are we a Covenant, Marauders? What are we doing? Make sure you get that in line so that you guys don't mess up. But there is a cool thing. If you do mess up, you do get one freebie redo to change your faction. Okay, you do get one freebie redo, but then after that, you have to wait 120 days before you can change it again. So be very careful. Also, too, make sure you guys kind of get to that point first before you start grouping up to grind together. Before you start trying to run missions together or try to PvP together, get those initial quests, get that mining and those other type of trade skills up first. Then you can go ahead and move yourself over to doing once you get in your faction and you join your company, then you can go forward from there. Next tip number 3, this one's gonna be a quick one. Boost your friends. I'm gonna be honest with you. Get your friends in group. Now this is the one time we're grouping up. You might want to. This might override rule 2. Is if you got to get somebody, up to speed quick because you want to start running fast. They're kind of new. They're really new. They're like some of the friends that wait several weeks until everybody's on it strong and then decides to join. Get those people ran to those missions. Run them, kill everything real quick. Show them where they need to go. Get them done. Get them to where they can join the faction company and move them on. So some boosting may be required to help other players get a leg up and get going faster. Of course, you can't mine and log for them. They're going to have to do that on their own time grind, but at least get them caught up. Don't neglect your company members. They will leave. Next on the list, tip number 4, PvP in this game. Pros and cons. You can flag up at any time. You can flag up once you're in a normal city and run out and be flagged up if you want to be. Yes, there's benefits, but there's also strong counter benefits to that too as well. The benefits, of course, is more XP and things of that nature that you'll be able to gain by being flagged as PvP. But the caveat to that is you're going to be annoyed. It's annoying. If you're trying to just level and gain XP, you're going to be annoyed. Absolutely annoyed, because you're going to be able to get ganked and jumped all the time if you have that flagged up. So my word to the wise is absolutely do not flag up for PvP by yourself. Wait until you got your faction together. Wait until you got your company and your boys and all this kind of stuff and y'all are ready to roll out. Then, of course, add some spice on it, flag up for PvP, and get your work on. But all my old school division players, y'all know what it is. When you flag up, that's like going out in the DZ. You better be ready for anything, okay? And then, last but not least, this is my 5th and final tip for you guys. For if you're new and starting out, fast travel locations, guys. All right, it will save you time. As you can see, these arrows on my map here. We have Hermit's Shrine. You also have Las Torres Lookout. These are going to be crucial for getting around the map quickly. Since there are no mounts in this game currently, this is going to be your way to get things done real quick. Get back to your base and such, and whatever you need to do. Now, here's one other thing about this too as well. In this game, fast traveling is not free. It costs what they call Azoth. AZOTH, and Azoth is capped at 1,000. Okay, and depending on where you're traveling to, it can get even more complicated down to a calculation of how many items you're carrying and the distance and the location you're traveling to. So fast traveling is great, but do not fast travel, should I say, recklessly. Okay, keep that in the back of your mind, that if you're fast traveling, okay, that is going to cost you to fast travel. As you can see, if I wanted to go to Lost Tourist Lookout, it's going to cost me 85 Azoth. All right, while it's a great option, it does cost. Make sure you farm it. You're going to get yourself some Azoth by defeating regular old enemies and stronger enemies. The more stronger they are, the more Azoth you get. So you want to make sure you stay stocked up on this stuff, okay, guys? But that does it for my top 5 tips for new players coming to New World. This game is currently in beta. This game will be out later this month here in September. Can't wait for it to launch. I believe it's the 26th or the 22nd. I forgot the date. I'm a little fuzzy in my head right now, but I believe it's around that date when it comes out. And I can't wait. So my name's BabyFNelson. I'm on the Olympus server. I will be streaming this game as much as I can and having a good time with everybody. And I can't wait to main this game for you guys. And I hope to see you guys hanging out with us over on twitch.tv/BabyFNelson. That's pretty much it for me, guys. If you got any questions, you can catch me on you can catch me in the comment section on the YouTube. Make sure you like and comment and subscribe. Hit that bell notification to be notified when new content and fire drops. Otherwise, come check me live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. I know at the bottom it says at different times. My bad. We'll get that fixed, all right? But I'm out of here. Be easy, never sleazy. Y'all know what it is, baby. GG's. We out.